Welcome to our latest episode of The Bold and the Beautiful Recap. Today, we're diving into one of the most dramatic storylines we've seen in recent months, Liam Spencer's life-threatening medical crisis and the unexpected romance that blossoms from this tragedy. The Spencer family has been thrown into turmoil after Liam Spencer collapsed and was rushed to the hospital. Following emergency surgery for a brain bleed, doctors made a grim discovery. Liam has an inoperable mass on his brain. Dr. Finn delivered this devastating news to Steffi, explaining that the mass cannot be surgically removed. This terminal diagnosis left everyone reeling, especially Steffi, who had the heartbreaking task of telling her ex-husband about his condition. When Liam learned about his diagnosis, he immediately refused to accept what the doctors were telling him. "I am not accepting this death sentence," he declared with determination. Despite the medical team's assessment that there was no viable treatment option, Liam remained steadfast in his belief that there must be some way to fight this condition. In a surprising turn of events, Dr. Lee Finnegan reviews Liam's medical file and comes to a different conclusion than the other doctors. Despite Finn's insistence that surgery isn't possible, Lee believes she might have a solution. Drawing from her extensive medical experience, Lee recalls performing a similar high-risk procedure at her previous hospital, one that could potentially save Liam's life. Lee's medical expertise and confidence in her abilities lead her to make a bold decision. She determines that while the chances of success are slim, even a small possibility is worth pursuing rather than accepting the inevitable. Her philosophy is clear. She would rather try and fail than live with the regret of not attempting to save a young father's life when she believed she had the skills to do so. When Lee presents this alternative to Liam, he immediately places his trust in her abilities. Despite the risks involved, Liam sees this as his only chance to survive and continue being a father to his daughters. His faith in Lee becomes the foundation for what will be a life-changing medical intervention. The preparation for this unprecedented surgery creates tension throughout the hospital. Many of Lee's colleagues express doubts about the procedure's viability, concerned that she's giving Liam false hope. However, Lee remains resolute, meticulously planning every aspect of the operation while acknowledging the significant risks involved. The day of the surgery arrives with the Spencer and Forrester families gathered at the hospital, anxiously awaiting news. The procedure is extraordinarily complex, requiring Lee to navigate delicate brain tissue with precision that leaves no room for error. Hours pass as the surgical team works tirelessly under Lee's direction. In a moment that will be remembered as one of the most dramatic in recent Bold and Beautiful history, Lee successfully completes the surgery. Against all odds, she manages to remove the mass that other doctors deemed inoperable. The procedure is a medical miracle, showcasing Lee's exceptional surgical skills and unwavering determination. Liam's recovery process begins with cautious optimism. The first few days are critical as the medical team monitors for complications. When Liam finally regains consciousness, his first thoughts are of his daughters, demonstrating the deep paternal love that has always defined his character. The road to recovery isn't easy. Liam faces physical therapy challenges and cognitive exercises to regain his full faculties. Throughout this difficult journey, he's supported by both Steffi and Hope, who set aside their differences to help the father of their children. This period of healing allows for touching moments between Liam and his daughters, particularly Kelly, who had been so excited about their father-daughter dance before his collapse. As Liam gradually returns to health, the reality of his second chance at life profoundly affects him. He begins to reevaluate his priorities and relationships, gaining a new perspective that will undoubtedly influence his character's direction in future episodes. Bill Spencer, known for his tough exterior, reveals his vulnerable side when he learns that Lee has saved his son's life. The powerful businessman is overcome with emotion and profound gratitude toward the surgeon who accomplished what others deemed impossible. This marks a significant character moment for Bill, whose love for his sons has always been his most redeeming quality. In a gesture typical of Bill's grandiose personality, he attempts to express his appreciation by offering Lee an extravagant gift. The value of the gift reflects not only Bill's wealth, but also the immeasurable worth he places on his son's life. However, Lee's response reveals much about her character and creates an interesting dynamic between these two strong personalities. Lee politely but firmly declines Bill's lavish offering. With quiet dignity, she explains that saving lives is her duty as a physician, not something that requires material compensation. This moment highlights Lee's integrity and professional ethics, showing viewers that her motivation for performing the risky surgery was purely to help a patient in need, not for recognition or reward. Lee's rejection of Bill's gift creates an interesting tension between them. Bill, accustomed to solving problems and expressing emotions through financial means, finds himself in unfamiliar territory when faced with someone who values principles over wealth. This clash of worldviews becomes the foundation for their developing relationship. Rather than being offended by Lee's refusal, Bill finds himself intrigued and impressed by her principles. In lieu of the rejected gift, he suggests something much simpler: dinner together. This invitation marks the beginning of a surprising new storyline as these two strong-willed characters begin to spend time together. Their dinner conversation reveals unexpected commonalities despite their different approaches to life. Both are fiercely protective parents, determined professionals, and individuals who have overcome significant obstacles. Bill's characteristic confidence meets its match in Lee's quiet self-assurance, creating a dynamic that's both challenging and complementary. What begins as an expression of gratitude gradually evolves into genuine interest and attraction. Subsequent meetings between Bill and Lee show a softening of Bill's typically brusque demeanor, while Lee reveals a warmth that her professional persona often conceals. Their developing relationship progresses naturally, with both characters bringing their complex histories and strong personalities to this unexpected connection. The contrast between Bill's flamboyant lifestyle and Lee's more reserved nature creates both humor and tension as they navigate their growing feelings. For viewers who have followed Bill's romantic history, this relationship represents a significant departure, a connection based on mutual respect rather than drama or manipulation. In a poignant twist of fate, Liam's near-death experience becomes the catalyst for his father finding new love. The irony isn't lost on the characters themselves, with Liam expressing both amusement and genuine happiness at seeing his father and his life-saving surgeon growing closer. This development adds a layer of meaning to Liam's medical crisis, suggesting that even the darkest moments can lead to unexpected joy. As Bill and Lee make the decision to pursue their relationship, they do so with the maturity that comes from life experience. Their romance develops without the typical soap opera dramatics, instead showing two adults who recognize something valuable in each other and choose to explore that connection with honesty and openness. The storyline culminates with Bill and Lee officially becoming a couple, marking a fresh direction for both characters. Their relationship represents an interesting new dynamic in the show's complex web of connections, potentially influencing multiple storylines moving forward. For Bill, this relationship suggests character growth and possibly a more grounded approach to love than we've seen from him in the past. For the Spencer family, Lee's integration creates a unique situation. She's now romantically involved with the father of the man whose life she saved. This connection adds richness to family gatherings and creates opportunities for both conflict and heartwarming moments in future episodes. The medical crisis that nearly took Liam's life has ultimately expanded the canvas of the bold and the beautiful in unexpected ways. From the demonstration of Lee's exceptional medical skills to the development of a compelling new romance, this storyline has delivered both intense drama and touching moments of human connection. As we close this chapter of The Bold and the Beautiful, we're reminded of the show's enduring themes, that family bonds can overcome tremendous challenges, that love can be found in the most unexpected circumstances, and that even in our darkest moments, hope remains. The journey of Liam's illness and Lee's miraculous intervention has changed the trajectory of multiple characters' lives, setting the stage for compelling stories to come. Thank you for joining us for this recap of The Bold and the Beautiful. If you enjoyed this analysis, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more soap opera updates, character deep dives, and episode recaps. Until next time.